Hey guys, a couple of months ago I bought the GT here face-off Carrera digital. Anyway, comes with these two cars, but the thing is I've been having issues as every time I turn the control unit or the race on, instead of going through all the LEDs, it stopped to this one and goes straight to the middle, like for example straight to this one, instead of going through all them and then stop in the middle. And if I code the car, for example, I've got my remote, the blue one, it's number 1. If I put a car and I want to code it, this one doesn't turn on, and even though I don't click on the remote number 1, it goes straight to the car on number 3. So speed is controllable, I can control brakes. I'll go to the just in case. That works, but if I want to code the car in number 1, it doesn't go to number 1. I've been noticing that every time I want to code a car, it goes to number 3. So for example, I go to number 3 and now the car works, but it changed lanes without me asking to it, without me clicking to the because of the turn. I cannot turn off the lights, and for example it's always the same thing. As you can see, I'm not clicking for the change line, but it does it anyway. So it's always extremely annoying. I don't know what to do. If I reset, for example, the lights are always on or off. If it works on number 3, but I cannot turn on and off the lights. So every time I have to go to start race, get the race starting, and as soon as it starts, the lights change, but I cannot do that automatically with the remote. I'm supposed to do that over here. So again, it's gonna switch again. Yeah, it's still on number 3, but if I take the remote, the yellow one, which is number 2, and I click code, this one doesn't turn on. Doesn't work. Try again. No, doesn't turn this one, and it's still in number 3 again. Does all the changing, or most of them, without me asking to, which is annoying too. I don't know what to do, and it's been a big mess because here in Mexico it's extremely difficult to find Carrera. So I bought the GT face-off, I bought several F1 cars and Le Mans. I've bought several extension like the chicane, bank curved, the tower position, the extension set, and several other accessories because I wanted to have a big set, a big track like most of you guys. But the thing is, I bought the GT face-off like 2 months ago. I've used it 4 times because I was waiting for all the parts and all the cars to arrive. But the thing is, I contact Carrera toys.com and I told them about the issue. I explained step by step what was the problem, and said, well, you know what, you should just buy a new one. They didn't say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, let me know what we can do, it never happened before, or it's a common issue that you can fix this way or that way. They just said, I don't remember the name of the girl, the lady, whatever, she said, well, just buy a new one. But the thing is, here in Mexico there's no Carrera, there's no that brand, it doesn't exist. Over here everything is Scalectrics. 99% of the users here in Mexico are Scalectrics and no Carrera. I like Carrera, my bad. But the thing is, over here, for me to get this one brand new, it's gonna cost me around $200 or $210, $220 because of the tax rate, the exchange rate, the shipping cost, the import tax fees and whatever. It's going to cost me around $200 to replace this one, if I do find it, or if I do find somebody that is willing to send it over to Mexico, into Mexico, because a lot of sellers doesn't want to ship into Mexico because they're afraid of the package to get lost or whatever. So for me, the problem is, every code, by the way, every car goes to number 3 now. So all my cars are coded to remote control for into this one, into number 3. If I want to code them into number 1, 2, or 4, I just can, because automatically every time I click code, it goes to number 3. So all my cars are in number 3 now. Obviously, I cannot race. It's I've spent around almost $3,000 in cars, extension sets, and the GT face-off and everything, because, like I said, everything here is extremely expensive. And after $3,000, and after all I've been waiting for all the parts to get here, all the cars to get here, to finally set my set, now the control unit doesn't work, and the advice from Carrera toys.com was, just buy a new one and you'll be ready. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to do it. There's no way have the knowledge or the skills to open the thing and try to fix it, because just I'm not like that. I'm not well, and I don't know what to do. If you have any advice, any tips or whatever, you can share with me. I'll really do appreciate that, because I'm basically stuck. I cannot do a thing now. I have a lot of parts, a lot of cars, all coded to number 3. I cannot turn on and off the lights. I cannot switch lanes when I use the cars, and I can use just 2 cars at once, because otherwise, because they're in the same coding, they're going to be crushing to each other. So I cannot race. I'm desperate. I'm disappointed and I'm frustrated. Thanks anyway, and let me know. Cheers. Thank you. Bye bye.